we're going to learn now something called in chapter 2. It's actually the main topic of chapter 2, okay? That is called organization structure. One of the most important topics of the chapter 2. Okay, organization structure. Okay, I think you know about EEF, OPA, that all I will not be speaking now. My aim is to finish this organization structure. Okay, I think you know what is EEF, OPA, whatever, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
5. What does it mean by an organization structure? Yeah, what is the different types of organization structure? Okay, yeah, what are the different types of organization structure? What does it mean by organization structure? In the sense where, how does a project be in an organization? That would be a better word. Organization structure, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
See, okay. Yeah, so what is the first one? First one is functional. Okay. Functional organization structure. The second one is matrix or matrix. Matrix organization structure. Third one, projectized organization structure. Okay, and another, you have a couple of them. Another one is called hybrid. Okay, I think hybrid word defines mixture of functional plus projectized, isn't it? Okay, so what is functional organization structure? Functional. I need your help now.
Functional, which is like a normal company where it has its own CEO,
Very
he
good.
has his marketing, he has his engineering department, and he already has an accounts department and all those things.
Excellent, isn't it? So
But
we can.
functional organization is they say it like it's like a weak organization.
Okay, it is actually a functional becomes a weak somewhere. Okay, yeah, it is a weak. Yeah. Actually, you're speaking good. Yeah, perfect. We have functional departments. Can we say functional departments like, let's say, engineering department? We have, and let's say, an accounts department.
Right.
We have a marketing department. Okay, under these people, isn't it? There are staff.
Yeah.
Staff 1, staff 2, whatever. There are staff.
Yes.
Team members.
Yes.
Isn't it? Here also, isn't it? There are staff and
Yes.
team member, functional department, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, what is the catch here is, okay, functional department, functional, everybody has a function, isn't it? So, for example, okay, let's suppose we are in the engineering department, okay, there is a functional head here, isn't it?
Yes.
He reports to the CEO and whatever, staff, everybody, here all engineers, here all accountants, here all whatever, marketing, whatever, specialist or whatever may be the story. Okay? In a functional means, what does functional mean? In functional organization, okay, for example, let's say this is John. This would be a good example. Okay? He is an engineer and let's say this is you, functional head, isn't it? What you tell is, John, you're doing excellent job, you're a good engineer, whatever. How about, you keep doing what you're doing every day. How about you making a cup of tea? This is a project.
Yeah.
Isn't it? A cup of tea, isn't it, for me? I do some, isn't it? Okay, since my manager, I just keep my mouth shut, make the tea and give it to him, isn't it? So, but what is the problem of, let's say, a functional manager, functional organization? Do you know what's the problem? Let's say, for me, I have no titles here. I am not a project manager, isn't it? I am not, isn't it? I have no titles here. I am just something called as
Like a coordinator.
Very good. Project coordinator, or there's another word also called project expediter.
Expediter, yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I hope it is clear. So what is my job here? Okay, I do this make of tea, but it's like a temporary job. I am like, this is part-time. The word is part-time. Excellent. Isn't it? Part-time job.
Yeah.
Any comments here?
No, sir.
Just a second. I will, yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay. Is this, yeah. So, yeah, one more thing catch here is if I need, let's say, a couple of minutes before I gave an example of making tea, isn't it? Like the process. Input tools and technique. If I need any resources, I can only get it from within my, let's say, functional department. Exactly. Isn't it? This is the meaning of functional department. Yes, but let me just tell you one thing. Okay, I think this example for giving, let's say because engineers know how to do it. For example, let's suppose, okay, assume that I was working under, let's say, the accounts department for some reason. Okay, now let's say accountants. I'm not trying to make any discrimination of anyone, but accountants, they are not, let's say, technically strong. They are not subject matter experts to make tea. Just give me an example. Okay, they might be, but isn't it? But isn't it? Whenever I think about account department, I always see them, drinking tea with sugar, lot of sugar, isn't it? Anyway, so isn't it? So what's the problem of this functional department is I cannot get people or access to other department. This is not in my, let's say, isn't it? This is called the drawback of a functional organization structure. Anything I have to do, I have to ask big boss, that is you. And if you want anything, you have to ask, isn't it? Isn't it? So this kind of job, let's say, is a functional department, functional organization structure. Okay, this is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Moving forward, we have something called as matrix organization. Matrix, basically 3 types of matrix organization. Okay, one is the weak. Always have the spelling mistake. Okay, is it weak? Is this, yeah, weak? And then we have a balance. Okay, and then we have something called as strong. Okay, so what is a weak matrix organization structure? Yeah, go ahead. I'm giving you a chance to speak. Yeah, I'm talking about this guy. Weak matrix. Okay, I'm going to just write it here, then I can rub it. Okay, so we have this same story of CEO. We have more or less the same functional department, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Let's say functional department, and below him we have staff members. Okay. And we have other functional departments. Let's say the same story. I'm writing there here, isn't it? Accountant, whatever, staff members, team members, whatever. Staff 1, staff 2, team member 1, team member 2, whatever. Accountant 1, accountant 2, whatever. Okay. So what is a weak matrix? We're talking about a weak matrix. Okay, we're talking about this guy. Yeah. What is a
matrix? Where a project manager has very limited authority.
Yes, he is like a project coordinator or a project expert. Nothing changes here, isn't it?
Yes.
Nothing fancy. Okay, then?
Yeah. That's what will be in the week.
Okay. Then what's the difference between functional and weak? Listen, I'll tell you one thing. What you're saying is something right. Okay, what you said is started well. I think that's you gave it to John. Let him speak, isn't it? John, I gave you the start, end, you have to finish. Okay, listen. See, in weak matrix, okay, it is like a functional organization. What's a functional? It has the project, the last, let's say a team member, he is doing a part-time project to make tea, isn't it? But what happened here in the functional, he did not have access to other department people.
Yes.
Here in this weak, I'm talking about weak, let me write it on top so don't get any confusion. Weak matrix, in the weak matrix, I'm talking about this guy, okay, in weak matrix, I have access temporarily to people, let's say to other staff members. They are doing their job and they give me their expertise, isn't it? Here I didn't have access. In week I have access, but what I have to do is I have to go to him, he goes to him, and then he goes to him, isn't it? And more or less I would say these people's access to me is just like say on paper. I would say just on paper is what it says, isn't it? Because tomorrow if I want something from him, I have to go via people, and then I have to, isn't it? And this guy can make something called as a big face. I don't know what other word for big face, isn't it? He'll say, Habibi, John, you're not giving me my bonus. I come, I do work, I don't do work. It is just like, something what I say is like I'm doing a favor for you, isn't it? So that's why it's called a weak matrix. Why? Also another reason it's called a weak matrix is weak. Why does it called weak? Here still I am just a project coordinator or an expediter. I am not Superman project manager, isn't it? I am just normal, isn't it? Because I am doing this job as a part-time job. It is not, I am doing my job plus this making tea.
Yes.
Okay, I hope it is clear.
Yeah.
So now then what?
So basically, it is more like a functional.
True, 100%. It is like a function organization structure, but you have, let's say, authority. Let's say you have access to other team members from other departments. Okay, that's why I put it in. Go ahead. Why?
But you still need their line managers to be
sure, because
coordinated, or you can.
No. You have to be. You have to ask your other managers, because you're still a project coordinator. You are not a project manager, isn't it?
So
and you
balanced.
Yes. Yeah.
Balanced is more like you have more authority, which is given to the project manager.
True.
But still, there is a functional manager.
True, because you are working under him. Let me just put this story, okay? In a balanced, okay, I think let's stop about week. Where is week? Okay, let me just, can I rub this?
Yeah.
So we will not get any confusion. Let's keep it then, you will not get, we need to see everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's change the color, so I think blue is not done. Listen, we're talking about, sorry. Yeah, okay, listen, we're talking about balanced matrix, isn't it?
Yeah.
In balanced matrix, same story. I just want to put, before I talk about balanced, okay, I'm talking about, before I tell you, see, just notice what I told you. I am doing my job plus I am doing T.
The extra temporary project.
Exactly. This is like, I would say a favor kind of project.
Yeah.
But in a balanced matrix, okay, in the same story, we have the CEO, isn't it? You can call him, let's say, the portfolio manager, whatever. Okay, and then we have functional heads, or say, functional departments. And then here, in the last story, here, listen, John is become, like you say, okay, John, you become a full-time, maybe insult for my, anyway, let me just keep my mouth shut, isn't it? John, you're going to do full-time making tea only. Your teas are very good, okay, isn't it? So this is full-time job now. You're full-time, you're under, this is your project, so you get a word as project manager. Full-time allocation. Okay? Okay. So here you get a title project manager, where in a balanced matrix. Any comments? And then you, again, the same story. You coordinate with them. You have the right directly to go to him, or you have the right directly to go to him. Because, now you are a full-time job, isn't it? You are not no more, yes, you have to monitor him, but, let's just make it, let me give you this word which I want, it's coming from, isn't it? This word has to be done. You are responsible for the outcome of this project, but for the funding, you will have to ask your big boss. That would do a good word, isn't it? The project manager would be responsible for the deliverable. However, for the fundings, he might, can ask his functional head. Any comments?
No.
Okay. From there, I think it's clear now, isn't it? And then you can have access to whatever. Okay? I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what would be then our strong matrix? Good story. What do you think?
In strong matrix, the project manager can coordinate directly with anyone, whether from any department, to the CEO, to everyone.
Okay.
He has a full authority.
Excellent. But actually, what you said is 100% right. Okay. Let me just write it here. So the picture representation is always nice too. Pink would do it. Okay. Listen. So talking about
he has equal or more power than the functional manager.
Listen, because let me just tell you the story. I'm talking about strong matrix, okay? In a strong matrix, generally there is something called as PMO, Project Management Office.
Yeah.
Where all the project managers are there.
Yeah.
project manager 1, project manager 2, project manager n. Any comments here?
No, sir.
And then you have your regular organization structure, functional department 1, functional department 2, whatever, isn't it? And here let's say you have engineers, whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's something like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you said. He can go directly to CEO and CEO tell him, this guy has to be with you. I hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Sure, what you said is the word correct. He has more control. He is accountable for both funding and the deliverable. Okay, I hope this is clear.
Yes.
Okay, then come back to our story, the last one. Let's say something like one before the last. Okay, what is project organization structure? Yeah, what is project organization structure? Can I rub everything?
Yes, sir.
It's becoming overfull. Huh? Yeah. What is a project? Let's say projectized organization structure. Projectized. For some reason, I don't like this color. Okay. What is projectized organization structure?
It has multiple project managers.
Okay.
And above them, they have the finances, they have the human resources, they have administrations, and most on top will be like the president or the CEO, like that.
Okay. Yes and no, actually. Listen. Projectized means what? This organization structure is like, let's say they are known only for doing projects. So what they would say is, I have one project manager here. I have one project manager here. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Project manager N. So let's say I have one project. For this project, you have a project manager. He selects a team.
Yeah, team.
Let's say accountant. Let's say engineer. Let's say mechanic. Whatever. Okay. Isn't it? Again, here, isn't what he needs? Directly go to the CEO. He is 100% accountable for everything.
Yeah.
Isn't it? This is called a projectized organization structure. Isn't it? We have project managers for every project. Let's say this is for a project. Isn't it? You have a project manager. Under project managers, let's say we have accountants, engineers, whatever, draftsmen, whatever. Isn't it? He needs something, he directly go to CEO, granted, because he is accountable for everything, funding, everything he is, isn't it? Responsible also. Okay, is this clear? One thing comes up here is the drawbacks of this. This looks picture perfect, isn't it? What I need, I just ask the CEO signs it and done.
Yeah.
What is the problem with this organization structure?
In this, it is once the projects are over, the whole team will be
dissolved.
Dissolved.
Perfect. Isn't it? It's like, isn't it? Once the project is over, you say adios.
Yeah.
That is the main biggest drawback of because of the temporary nature of a project, isn't it? Projects never come lifelong, isn't it? There is no something called as stability.
Yes.
Okay. But I think by this we can say, okay, the last one is hybrid. I shouldn't forget hybrid. I think hybrid, you know this, isn't it? What is hybrid?
Combination of functional organization and project organization.
Isn't it? This is clear.
Yeah.
Okay. I think what we can do is we can say adios for chapter 2 now. Isn't it? We've done a good brush up for chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay. And you expect a lot of questions from this. Okay. This 3, I have done these tables. Okay. This gives you the meaning of it, but you expect a lot of questions from these concepts which I explained now. Okay. I think moving forward we will do chapter 5.